of happening. You may not get a good sleep in this area, we get a good sleep in this area. There is science proven. I am working with one scientist in the US, he's not Indian. We are together working. He's taking all rats, rabbits, and his medical college students, ask them to sleep in the every day 1 degree, means make the rounds 360 degrees. You agree? If you stand in the center, it around the 360 degrees, every day they make them sleep in the 1 degree, 2 degree. They are taking EMG of their brain. How they are sleeping, are they getting good sound sleep, what their behavior, they run the graph and they come out with the conclusions. When you sleep the person in the north side, putting head in the north side, spending more time in the northeast, it is not good as per Indian traditional architecture. They mentioned that word 35 years before only. Indian traditional architecture is explaining, only the one science is explaining, no doctor is explaining why the sleeping disorders when you sleep at north. Then everybody knows that we won't sleep at north head, right? Agree? Anybody sleeping in your head face in north? That is only the reason. This is a very auspicious area. Then we understand a little bit about what is the Vastu Purusha. This I am running because of the time is important for us, only 2 hour session. So I need to explain what is the Vastu related to the 5 elements. I know that, and you also know now. The building has a 5 elements, form of the construction with the 5 elements. You have performed your puja as you believe or whatever your customs follows. Then you energize the building, means prana pratishtha. Then you feel that your own house, you can go and sleep. Then like a human being, it has 5 elements. The elements word generated from Bhagavan. God means Bhagavan. Ba, Bhumi, Prithvi Tattva, Agni, Agni Tattva, fire. Ga is the Gagan, sky, Akash. Va is Vayu, air. Na is Neer, water. This is the way it formed the 5 elements. I will take a little more time here to understand exactly why colors play major role in external and internal. You do the building elevations, when you design, you propose lot of variety of colors. Oh, I am giving 40 designs, select one. No, real Vastu consultant will give only one design. I just done more than 1000 building plans, only one design, only one plan, no other plans. We need to understand what their requirement, give the one plan, that's it. It will work out. We need to understand the basic. I'll take some little more time here. We are staying different apartments, own house, rented house, or paying guest rooms. You don't choose your house. Your time choose your house. Your time choose your house. After going to that house, building, what's supposed to be your future? The designs already designed, which that house only you attracted by that house, you will go and stay. You will get that house for the rent or maybe stay. That's called our karma. These 5 elements play major role in our karma. Attracts and go and stay there. For your information, there is a 13 floors, 30 floors apartments are there. Same plan, copy paste, right? Agree? But same floor, same alignment, all families may not have the problem, same problem. Why? Internal Vastu is differs. You don't know, based on where they are sleeping, where they are sitting, where they are eating, where they are cooking, and what are the colors inside their apartment. That's matter. But every basic Vastu affects on everyone, but time is good for them. Sometime, the bad time comes from some people very fast, their effects is early. Some people maybe after 6 years, after 10 years. For example, I can tell one example. As per Vastu, marriage getting delayed. Marriage may get delayed as per Vastu. Then that house, very small kids are there, 5 years or 10 years kid. We cannot go and say that marriage getting delayed. They need to wait until they are eligible for the marriage. Then that house start effects. But house, wife and husband fight each other. there is all bachelors are there. Until they get the marriage, they start fighting each other. That's effect. I'll start from the water. Out of 5 elements, water is element, right? Water element. And water creates air. Water creates air, agree? Water evaporates, what you get? Air. Then air creates fire. There is oxygen. And fire creates ash. That's nothing but earth. Also, science says earth created from fire. Right? Anyone, no doubt, right? Then earth is created space. Whatever the dust particles go up, they created, or whatever the things on the earth, they go up, they created a space. Akash Tattva. And Akash gives, what it gives? Water. Okay. This is the relation between all the 5 elements. Each and every element is work with all rest of the 4 elements. The bondage is that way, then only that called elemental balance. If elements are all balanced, controlled and balanced, there is no issue in any building. Like our health, if you get a fever, means you are a little bit warm, fever, means there is a fire is more. What olden days, grandma and mothers does, they take that towel, cold water, just they put here, they make some little cold, that is enough. Means they put some water. They said some another way, some knee pains, joint pains, you walk some more distance, you work more, then you feel some pains, they put some warming air. Inside they put some sand or something, they put warming, and the sand pads they will put it, warm pads, to control the fever, pain. This is based on the elemental balance. All Ayurveda doctors use this. So, again I start from the water. Water creates air. In China, some of words are there, wood. In the China, they say wood. Because if you put a water, the trees grown, the trees gives wood. That's the reason Chinese says that water gives wood. And wood get a fire. When burns, it gives the fire. Then fire gives the earth. Then when you wood burn and put under the earth, that convert into the metal. You agree? That's called, they say space is nothing but metal. And metal gets a melt with the fire. See here, space, metal melts with the fire, give the liquid, nothing but water. Similarly, the fire melts the clouds, warm up the clouds, clouds will give the water. It is a relation between the elements. Take that wood, water. Water controls fire. Water controls fire. Please, all interior designers, please attention. You need to understand here. Water controls fire. Fire controls space. Space controls earth. Air controls earth. When it is controlling the fire activity has come down. But we need a fire. We need a earth. We need a space. What we are doing, we are using different colors, different colors in a house. What is the relation with the colors with the elements? Each and every element has 2 options. Why it has come? Olden days, Ayurveda doctors, there is a Vata, Pitta, Kapha, 3 type of diseases. Now there is thousands of varieties, but there is a 3 type of diseases. The 3 covered by all 5 elements. Any Ayurveda doctor he is able to find which problem, then they give some medicine. Depends on symptoms. House also, we need to give some medicine, prescription, if there is a problem. Don't go and do the surgery. I have some wound on the finger, I won't go for remove the finger. I will put some ointment to heal my wound. Same thing we need to do in our houses, our buildings. To understand that, each and every element has 2 alternates. I need a more fire, for example, I cannot put a physical fire there. I need to use an alternate thing. That alternate thing is a color, a metal. I can choose anything. Color and metal. Each and every element has a one color and one metal. Get some water bottle. Anyone has seen this type of elements balance, how it balance? Anyone have idea? Except my few of students. Huh? Anyone knows about what that elements involves in the house construction and plans? This is plays major role. End of the session, you only tell your problems based on colors used. Go and check your what you have done so far, designing of houses. Go and get a feedback. Last batch, one of my student, she learned from Vastu from me 3 days. She's an interior designer. She designed 70 houses. Literally, she cried end of the third day. Sir, I did lot of mistakes. No, don't cry. Go and take the feedback. Now I am giving PhD to her because she is getting feedback of all 70 houses. She is going to write a report. What she has done, what is the results or symptoms she can able to see from the houses which she has done. So I am going to offer PhD to her. What we have done the mistakes we can able to see once you know exactly what is the science. I'll take some more time explaining about elements only. We have the much time. I'll take the water. I add water. Then I'm starting with water. Water is a blue color. Water is a blue color. And water created by space comes from the space, created by the space, from the space. Water controls to, tell me, water controls to fire, right? Water controls to fire. Water also controlled by, every element creates, controls and controls by. Created from. Total 4 relations. Each and every element has 4 relations. One is a created from, one is a creates to, one is a destroys to, one is destroyed by. Water controlled by earth, because you put water on the earth. You put on the water on the earth. You put on water on the earth. It get absorbs. So water is not, no water there now. Similarly, each and every element you need to see. Water controls, creates and controls. You need to understand little bit here. The element is damaged, water element is damaged. Then you have the problem. Kidneys problem, border problem, bones problem. It aluminum, metal and blue or black color represents water. Excuse me. Water element starts from northeast. Northeast, north of northeast, north of northwest. These are the directions it covers water element. When you design anything, now you understand. You don't go red color, orange color. Why? Red is fire. If you put a fire over the water, what happens? Water evaporates. Fire won't cease. Fire is over. Water is down. Water will not get evaporation. Means suffocation. What happens? The family members, they suffer from headache and mentally strained, and they lose job or they lose business or they won't get a opportunity to do the business and jobs. These are the problems comes from the water element. If the water element get a damage, means you are supposed to put a white color everywhere, but you put a blue color there. It is very good because of water. Okay, if you put a red color, this is anti color. Now you can go and see that how many times use orange, pink, red in the drawing room, because drawing room comes always in the northeast. Next, air. Air green color. It is east of northeast, east of southeast. 3 directions is the green east. effects on liver, gallbladder and nerves. Anything goes wrong in the east, that's it. And fire. Fire is 3 directions: southeast, south of southeast and south. These are the 3 areas covers fire. The fire means red color and copper. You can post southeast red color, no issue at all, because the own color. But fire controlled by, can you tell anyone? Fire controlled by water. What is the water color? Blue. Kitchen, if it is a blue color, what happens? You must have designed some kitchens with a blue color, blue white combination, blue green combination, blue green mixed combination. You must have given something. What happens? That fire element is completely damaged in the kitchen because of you put a blue color in the kitchen. Most of kitchen, 90% of kitchens in the southeast. Agree? So now you cannot put a blue color in the kitchen. What happens? I can come to you later. Earth. Earth covers south of southwest, south. Don't try to take the notes, only make the questions. I will give the crispy of my presentation end of the session. Okay? Concentrate. Your eyes, ears towards this side. Only note questions, not notes. Okay? Because I can give the information. I thought of giving here, you start go through all the papers. I don't like to do that. Earth, southwest and south of southwest. Earth color is yellow and metal is a brass. Just now I gave an example. One person asked in the, I am not getting sleep, I am not sleeping well. So I asked him to put a brass bowl. I want to add little bit earthy nature. What is earth is equal to mother? Agree? Earth is equal to woman? Agree? Earth is equal to more patience. Right? Agree? What happens if you have the more patience, you think properly, you don't think unnecessary things, you get sleep well. We need to connect that way. Otherwise, I can put, you don't have any brass vessel, bowl. I ask him to put a just 15 rupees LED bulb. That is enough. Go and do and see it. How you sleep well. But students cannot do that, they sleep always. Then I go to space. The space is white color, iron metal. Space starts from west of southwest, west, west of northwest and northwest. This is a little bit more area covers west. Lungs, skin and large intestine. Air space damages with any fire. Space always damages with a fire. Then you may feel lungs problem, like a TB or like a lung cancer. Those things will be affected when earth space is damaged. How it can damage from fire? It has a big science to explain, but only I am taking points towards architecture and designers. Right? You choose design, choose the more colors, more artifacts, some more items placed, right? So you need to be careful about that. And you may be observing all, just you can see here, these are the rectangle, round, wave, triangle. Are you observing this one? When you place some design at frames, should not be anti-element. Catching my point? Can I repeat? Can I repeat? When you say this, I can take this one. This is a square or rectangle? This piece is rectangle. This direction. What is the rectangle here? Rectangle is earth. Actually, this is a rectangle. Okay. Rectangle is air, the square is earth, rectangle is air. This is, if it is a rectangle, this comes air. This comes to the air. Air. What is the air? Which controls? Space controls. It should not be this. If it is the east, it is a good. If it is a east, if it is a good. If it is a west, I cannot go any images, frames with a rectangle. So you need to just understand that way. Or when you go somebody's house, you tell some problems, see that what are the images are there, but or you know the science, you can walk through the house, you can note down all the problems. They need not tell you. But regularly I do that. Some people call me for the appointment. I will visit their house or industry, office. When I walk through their house, everything records in my mind. What are the problems they are facing? I'll take the white paper, I write all the list of the problem, I'll give them. They should agree 99% all the problem they face. Then this remedy starts. Prescription, like a doctor prescription starts. The perfect Vastu person can do that. You can do that. Prevention activity, you can do that. I cannot do that. That's the reason I called you everyone here. You got it now? You can do the designer prevention. Not to create the problems their families. You everything in your hand when you design. This is a simple page. This is which I am going to give the WhatsApp. Everything is there. Whatever I explain totally, it is there in this image. Created from, created to, destroys, destroyed by, color, shape, which energy, main directions and degrees and zones and organ and bowl, surface part, opening part, trait, mental part, taste, energy, season, sense. Each element have this many characters. When you design with white color, white pattern, don't talk anything about Vastu. Just go on, put everything white, nothing is required. If colors are concerned, if they go for the color, we need to think, oh, I am giving this area, oh, I cannot do it. Then you need to guide them. If they aren't agree, we need then let them consult Vastu consultant, or you can be the Vastu consultant along with the interior designer. Then you will be perfect. So, effect of the colors. Maybe you do. Can I ask one question for me? You learn about the colors in your courses, interior designer 2 years or 1 year courses. They teach of the colors. They teach about effect of the colors. Effect of the colors of this subconscious mind level, conscious mind level of the persons we are staying, persons we are working in the office. Did they teach you? That is important when you go for the colors. Just I am giving only few examples, not like I have a lot of references. A Journal of Architectural Engineering Technology published in Color and Light Architecture. It is effect on spirits of space users in a psychological view. It is in Islamic university. They work a lot. Islams believe Vastu, but they different way. I did research in that Uzbekistan. 3-4 days just I visited more than 20 houses. I checked that how they are constructed. This Uzbekistan, Tashkent. Then this journal, another journal. This journal also, this is a Nigeria team worked on the colors and moods of the family members. So I am not taking so-called US and Germany, Europe. I am taking just other countries who believe they won't follow anything. They do a lot of research. But I have a lot of journals from the Western part and European part, US and European part. This journal published again, Korea. This also effect on the, see, anchoring heuristic is a consumer decision making. See, when you go to any shop, if they want to buy the item, the color impact before the item, that color influences on the consumers who are coming to the shop. That is important. Can I tell one example? I design restaurants, almost 4 or 5 restaurants, 5 restaurants. When my client asks me, sir, I am going to only a la carte, no banquet, no buffet. What I need to do a la carte? Which those people are coming who are coming for the dining, they should eat more, right? My target is my client target. I need to follow, believe, and just give the guidance. What I do? I need to create more appetite in their belly, more fire in the belly. Then they will eat continuously, and they don't know how much they eat until they get the bill. So I need to design the restaurant that way. That is clients. We need to exactly catch their moods. What I do, all counter tables for a la carte, put a south part, give the orange, pink, rum light, some like a dark color lightings. They feel more fire, they feel more fire in the belly. Then they hit more bill. My client is very happy. He get that break even very fast. I did it in Bangalore, experiment base. It worked. Later part I did 5. Then this one more. I can give my client name also. Hoots. You can go on Google it. Hoots in Facebook also. You can see my design there. Hoots. This is a microbrewery. It's a big microbrewery. They need to get that break even in 6 months. Can you believe? It has to be 5 crores invested. We designed, allocated a north part, south part, buffet at north part. And where the buffet is going on, we put a pond, big pond, very big pond, and put a fishes. In between pond, we have round table. The kids and family go and sit there. They start eating. They won't eat at all. That is the north part, lot of water element. We feel, enough food. They eat ice cream more. What is benefited? You don't know. If you eat ice cream more, what is benefited? If you eat dry items more, there is not benefited because they get more money from the dry items. They eat ice cream more. They eat all liquid parts more. They take the sambar. They take the dal, more items. They feel, I'm okay. I can take more water. They start taking more water. That's when we need to use our colors and Vastu for attracting moods of clients for my client. Clear? The School of Architecture University in Texas, Austin, they published article on the color and visual comfort. And another Carnegie Mellon University, US student Jennifer published effect on conscious and unconscious congestion. Did you believe all these things papers when you think about the colors? Are you tried? It is a very big science. You cannot get even PhD architecture. You can get the PhD here because live examples you can get immediately. Our friends and families houses, you can go on the colors, how their mood, how they believe, how they behave, how they follow, how they fight each other, wife and husband, sisters and brothers, neighbors. Neighbors also you can fight always. There is the other reason. We can control putting some color in their house. Their subconscious mind reads everything. They realize, okay, I'm bad guy. I'm unnecessarily fighting with him. I can go say hi. That we can create their mindset. These are the reported. I'm not talking a story here. I just given everything journal, even page numbers I can give you. Key characteristics. Blue. I'm talking again blue. Simple. I'll run some slides. Blue. As only one color I explain, rest of things is run the slides. Okay, we have the big science later. Blue has a very calming effect and the mind and color of reason. Sorry. There are no natural blue foods in nature which is very suppresses the appetite. You clear now? Blue is suppresses the appetite. If I go to the buffet, I can put a blue color. Then I eat only a little bit after going back to home. I had a buffet lunch, I'm getting some angry, then appetite after going to home. Then you can search for something heat. I'm not cheating anyone. Because my client asks, ethically asks. What ethically asks? My client, the hotel client, should feel very comfort. He is very comfort when he is eating. My client also very comfort because he is not eating more. This blue is proven that. Each and every color has its significance. Then I come to the small part of the logo and business card. Business card talks totally about your business. That is very important. Business card designing is very tough. We need to understand what the company is doing. We need to understand what the persons are doing. Their profile, everything put into the business card. Using different colors and locations are different in the business cards. That is a big science. I spent just 2.5 lakhs for the 4 hours to understand science of the business card. You don't believe. To understand the directions, I spent 3.6 lakhs in the 3 days to learn I am correct or not. I know the Vastu. To check myself, I spent 3.6 lakhs. Nothing is story. It is evidence. I spent just 3 days to learn. This much big coachings are there, but they can teach, they won't practice. But I'm doing practicing, 25 plus years practicing. That total cream I started now giving to my students. You agree or not? This is the color effect. Let it go and see. If you take the plate, go on drawing room, majorly drawing room 60% in the north, agree? You won't take much food. You go and sit in the dining table, you take the more, because 30% of dining tables comes in the south, next to the kitchen. The open kitchen, you take the more food, because you are sitting at south of southeast, fire zone. You agree? If you stand in the kitchen, you don't know how much you eat. When you prepare something, you start eating, no? But when the next batch comes, finished. When you go and sit in the drawing room and any other places, you won't eat much. I'm not telling stories. You agree or not, you can go and think yourself. I'm taking much time in the blue. I won't take next colors I can share with you. What is the effect of the blue? Facebook, Ford, PayPal, Samsung, these are the blue color logos. What is the trust, loyalty, dependability, logic, serenity and security? What is the negative? Coldness, emotionless, unfriendness, and unbaptizing. So the blue has a very calming effect. Then when you work with the people, for example, when you design office, sometimes the chairman, maybe women or men, we need to design for them separately, colors, combination, artifacts and design, some placements of items, including curtains, wallpapers. What is their preference? You need, right? These are the preferences. Loyal, respectful, social. This color gives. Then most of the women, like 35%, this 57% means like compared to the women, this color. Similarly, black, I can just run that green. These are the logos. Are you understanding how much efforts is here in the getting and understanding? Go and see their company, how they're performing, what their key activities, what color can be used for the particular companies. When one client comes to me, I need to understand total is process of the business. Need to connect with the color when you design the card. You agree? The same thing you need to work for any offices and houses.